This construction is a tangent line through an exterior point. Step 1, draw a segment connecting the center to the exterior point. So here's your center, here's your exterior point. I've already drawn it in for you. Just use the edge of your compass setting, draw it in. Step 2, construct the perpendicular bisector of a segment to find its midpoint. So we've done this construction many times. The steps again are, take your circle end of your compass and go to one end point and move the slider close to the other end point. And then you're going to draw a big arc above and below the segment. Then you repeat those steps from the other end point. Again, draw a big arc. Make sure it crosses twice. Now you're going to use the edge of your compass and we're trying to mark off the midpoint. So right here is the midpoint. Okay, so I'll put a point. Then we want to put the circle end of the compass on that midpoint and move the slider to the center point. So loosen your knob. I'm going to spin it around. We need to put the circle end on the midpoint, and we need to put the pencil hole at the center. Okay, now you're going to draw an arc that intersects the circle. So I'm going to let it intersect right over here. And then we're going to connect the exterior point to that intersection. Now in this construction, my last arc that I drew, it was right at the intersection of this other arc here, but most of the time it's actually not. It could be by random chance like this one in the same place, but don't worry if they don't touch, because usually they don't. So this arc and that little arc may or may not intersect in the same place. Also, this midpoint here, it can be on the outside of the circle like it was for this one. It could be on the circle or even inside of the circle, depending on where point B is located. So this is correct if it's really tangent to the circle, which means it just barely grazes the edge of the circle.